I've worked with a few babies that really want to sleep and sleep well in their pram, pushchair, stroller. And to move away from that and work on independent cot sleep, we treat it like any other sleep association. The first thing to note that if a baby is sleeping in their pram all night long at 8 months old, it's not conducive to safe sleep. And I say that knowing that we are all picking our battles and trying to do the best to get some rest and to help our babies get some rest too. So here's what I'd do. I would actually keep the pram during the day. Maybe you take them for a walk during their nap times. Maybe you push the pram inside to help them get some sleep and you keep eyes on them. Then I would look at sleep training bedtime and overnight. Now, first you need to make sure you're on a really age-appropriate nap schedule and feeding schedule. And that includes solids, because we really want to set the stage for success so that your baby is able to transition from the pram to the cot as easily as possible. Now, I'm not sure if your baby requires you to move the pram in order for them to fall asleep at bedtime, but if that's the case, then I would either start with rocking them all the way to sleep in your arms and then working on transferring them into the cot. Although at 8 months old, that can sometimes be a little bit overstimulating, so you may just like to include some rocking in your wind down pre-cot moment and ritual in the bedtime routine, and then pop them down, calm but awake, and use a more traditional sleep training technique like a modified Verba. And I would be really responsive. You don't have to do any huge long time checks. This is a big change for a baby. So you may just like to cap your timings at 5 minutes initially and support them as they learn how to fall asleep independently in the cot. Now, the other thing that's really important is that during their awake windows, transform the nursery to make it look the opposite of sleep time. So blinds up, maybe some music on, you're putting the washing away, and get them in their cot so that they start having some familiarity, start feeling safe, and some hit of endorphins of like, oh, I get to play, do peekaboo with the sleeping bag, and start building up that positive cot association so it's a little less cold turkey when they go into it at bedtime. And if all of this sounds overwhelming, I've got you. Just book a consult via the link in my bio. Even my 5 to 12 month sleep guide will walk you through how to sleep train at bedtime whilst keeping your assisted naps. I like to break this down so that you don't feel like you've lost that tool of the pram day and night and left with a crying baby. So keep it for days, concentrate on nights, get your nights in order, and then we can look at moving away from the pram during the day if they're using it then.